Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Humanity. Look how far you've fallen.
Greetings, programs, and welcome to Pop Culture Therapy. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Episode 3 of The Mandalorian, The Sin. Awesome episode. This is probably the best episode they have done so far. I am completely impressed. I loved this episode. There's so many good things about this episode. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm going to break it down. We're going to break it down right here on Pop Culture Therapy. They have got something good going. I'm telling you, if they don't screw it up, this is epic. This is an epic show. It's going to be an epic series as long as they don't find a way to screw it up. I was on Twitter yesterday or the day before, and someone was talking about how there's been no women in the first 2 episodes. Absolutely no women. Well, that's false, because the brood mother, the clan mother, the blacksmith, is a woman. She is back in this episode. There's a bunch of people from the first episode that are back in this episode. So I'm going to dive right into this. If you have not seen this and you want to see it before you listen to this video, go watch it. If you can watch it, go watch it now. If you can't, you go ahead and listen. Or if you've seen it, go ahead and listen. So the first thing that happens is he turns in Baby Yoda to the Empire. Little Baby Yoda, the cute little Baby Yoda. They are on the ship headed back to the planet where all of this started, the show. And little Baby Yoda's messing with one of the controls to his ship, and he's like, it's not a toy. Get your hands off. It's not a toy. And he turns in Baby Yoda. He takes it to the people that have the bounty, and he gets his Beskar. He gets a crap load of Beskar, enough to make him a completely new set of armor and some new weapons. And he turns it into the clan mother, and the clan has a problem. The clan walks in while he's talking to the clan mother, and they're like, you're dealing with the Empire, and the Empire is the reason why we're scattered and living the way we're living. And, they have a problem with the Mandalorian. And they are Mandalorians themselves. They have a problem with Pedro Pascal's Mandalorian. And there's a little scuffle. And eventually the clan mother squashes it and is like, this is what we do. The Empire is no more. Whether we're working for a specific partner or we're working for the remnants, there's nothing left but warlords and crazies in the Empire. Pedro gets a whole new suit of armor. Really shiny. It looks badass. It really does. When I saw it, I was like, damn, that looks badass. That full suit of armor looks just badass on him. He goes back and he talks to Carl Weathers' character. And the Carl Weathers is like, well, all these bounty hunters, they hate you, Mando. They hate you for what you did. You have got the biggest bounty this sector's ever seen. You got the Beskar. I'm rich. You're rich. Why don't you go and relax for a while? Why don't you take a vacation? And the Mandalorian, of course, wants his next bounty right away, because he's still thinking about the Baby Yoda. And he can't do it. He can't go on his next bounty. He gets to his ship. He's thinking about it. He thinks... he's a foundling. So he wasn't born into the Mandalorians. Not as far as I know yet, anyway. So what they did was they trained him from a child. And you see little flashbacks of him and what happened to his family. And I believe his family was killed during the Clone Wars. His family was killed by battle droids. So he does not, I don't think he's got issues. And he can't go on his next bounty. So he goes back for the little baby Yoda, and he takes him. Man, it's a kick-ass fight he has. He takes down probably a dozen stormtroopers getting to that kid. And the doctor, the doctor you see in the first episode, tells him he's trying to protect him. He is trying to keep him alive. He said if it wasn't for me, he'd be dead already. Whether that's true, whether that's not, we don't know what's going on. I think the rumors that it's a clone are true. I think that it may have a degenerative disease like the clones. See, that's one of the things that they don't really talk about in the movies. The clones from the Clone Wars were all given a disease that they die of. They'd get to a certain age and this disease would kick in and it would kill them. And the Caminos told Jango that Bubba wouldn't have that. But Bubba, in the EU anyway, in the books, Bubba ends up with it anyway. So all the clones had diseases that would kill them. And only a very few of them survived. I believe it was a bone marrow transplant or something similar. Of course, in they call it a bone marrow transplant, but that's basically what it is they received bone marrow transplants. So could the baby Yoda be sick with this kind of disease? It's very possible. And then maybe that doctor was trying to do something to keep it alive. Then again, maybe he's lying. I don't know yet. We don't know. We're going to have to find out. The best part of this episode, though, is what I'm about to talk about. And again, I'm going to warn you, if you haven't seen this episode and you want to see it, go watch it. Go watch it right now because this is the best part. So he has the kid and he's trying to get back to his ship. Well, all the bounty hunters that hate him and Carl Weathers all get alerts on their little devices, their bounty hunter devices, their tracking devices, to go after the Mandalorian because he took the kid. He broke his contract. He went against his contract. Yes, he delivered him, but then he went and took him. So they all assemble at the spaceport and jump him and are going to take him out. And he fights them back. He does not take them all out. He doesn't even take the majority of them out. He uses a speeder sled for cover with the kid while he's holding the kid, and gets uses that to hide behind and shoot him while he's trying to make his way to his ship. He eventually gets trapped. He's surrounded. They are all converging on him. Carl Weathers is telling him, you're never going to get out of here alive. When the rest of the Mandalorians show up and start kicking ass, and it is the best part of this show so far. I was so impressed by the way they did that. I was like, for Mandalore. Really, really good episode. If they keep this up, this is going to be the best thing Disney Star Wars has done. And no, that's not saying much, but it's a good show. It is a good show. And the music's starting to I'm starting to kind of like the music too. The music is kind of going along with it. I am beginning to be sold on the music. So I think by the end of this, as long as they don't screw anything up, I'll buy the physical copy of this. If they don't do something to screw this up, I will get the physical media for this. If they come out with the DVDs, right now, of course, it's Disney Plus only. But if they ever come out with the DVDs and they don't screw this up, I'm sold. I've heard that they just started filming season 2. As long as this keeps going the way it's going, I can't wait. I'm going to be on pins and needles until season 2. Tell me what you guys think. Leave me a comment in the comments section. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe and ring that bell. And I will catch you all on the next Pop Culture Therapy.